To fight honorably. Sir Arland taught me sword and shield, away from castles and servants.
I'm Cole from Gawkers on My Balls.
What?
Episode 2 just came out, so
Yep.
yeah, there's plenty to talk about. A lot of people are still complaining about the short run time. No, I mean...
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot on like the edits and just like the posts about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. They're like, They should have released it all at once, bro. Waiting a week for barely 30. Like, people don't know what it was like to live before streaming services.
Bro,
and
I used to wait
apparent.
a week for Family Guy for 20 minutes, bro.
I used to wait a week for Adventure Time. Total
drama. Yeah,
10 minutes of content a week.
But we're not talking about the modern day consuming platform for shows, but
different video.
Yeah.
In episode 2, what do you think?
Episode 2, what do I think? I think.
What did you think of Sir Arland's knighthood at the beginning?
Oh, it's some pretty good beef you got there.
Maybe even too big.
Yeah, I mean, they did, even, like, the showrunner was like, I don't even know if I gave him a prosthetic or not.
Yeah.
That's real. Shout out to the showrunner, Ira, for doing that. But, it's good, I mean, I just love everything about the show, whether it's, like, the gigantic penises, if it's the really cool cinematography.
I liked how in the post-episode, like, wrap-ups, basically, he was like, everybody's got their one quirk, their one thing that redeems them, and I'm like, are they saying it's his giant penis? I thought that was really funny, but I mean, it did seem kind of like a shock humor type of scene. It seems like a lot of people were like engaged by it though. Like it's gotten a lot of chatter, so it accomplished what they were going for.
Episode 1, they hot diarrhea out the butt. Episode 2. Long
big
horse
old,
cock.
Like,
penis.
how are they gonna up that in episode 3?
You could just do straight up maybe sex.
Yeah.
Maybe Arland sex.
Yeah. Do you think he was a good lover?
It's not about how big the blade is, about how you use it. So.
I know, that's why I'm asking if you think he was a good lover.
I know. No, I mean, he's probably mid. I mean, you gotta think about it. This dude... If we're gonna
calling big guys mid, interesting.
I'm just saying you look at the context with battle and all that.
Yeah,
bro was in the game for 30 years and didn't win anything.
Hey, well they don't give out trophies for sex, so you never know.
They did for Podrick. They gave his money back.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't know that Sir Arland wasn't getting his money back,
but hasn't been shown.
Right. But we're gonna do a little thing called chain scaling. So no. But no, I mean, all jokes aside, getting to the actual episode itself.
Yeah.
So it's not 10 minutes of us talking about the wood of Arland.
Yeah. Wood.
Yeah. This episode was a lot of fun. I preferred this episode. So I said that I think episode 1 was a 7.
Yeah.
This one for me was probably an 8. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
definitely a step up in the right direction.
I'm sticking right at 8.5. I mean, literally, it's just a continuous line of great. Yep. I mean, literally every character is so charming.
Yeah.
And now seeing the Targaryens come to Ashford.
I love meeting Baelor and Maekar.
Maekar,
yeah.
And then Aryan.
Yep.
Who is quite the
Aryan.
Evil person. You wouldn't believe that Aryan's evil.
What?
Funky. But yeah,
and that's the prince, correct? Who is
Maekar's
basically
son.
Yeah.
Maekar's second son.
Yeah,
because Maekar is in the lore and just in the books, just hella salty that he's the fourth son of Darren the Good.
Yeah,
and then
I low-key thought he was just the king when they pulled up.
Who, Baelor?
No, Maekar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, who are they? I don't know what the rankings are right now.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Baelor is the hand of the king.
Yeah, I saw that he had the hand pin. So I was like, first brother king, second brother hand, but actually it's the first brother who's
Darren's
the
not
hand.
in there, bro. This is just a random ass tourney. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, Robert was pulling up to all sorts of tourneys.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a big thing too around this time, if we're gonna go more so into the books, is that there is no dragons at this time.
Yeah.
So like you can't rule Westeros by fear anymore. So
Yeah.
you have to show face at these types of events, and I think that's pretty cool. I mean, Darren the Good was a great king, and ruled for a long time and really expanded what
Targaryen, good king.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, it's true. No, I did like meeting the different kinds of Targaryens. I mean, we got a bunch of them back in, House of the Dragon. But in this context, it's a lot more interesting to see how they are interacting with, like, the common folk. Like, how Baelor is interacting with Dunk.
Yeah.
And just to see, like, the personas are so different. I think maybe because they don't have the dragons anymore. So, like, Baelor has to be a lot more charismatic.
Yeah.
But no, and I think it's really interesting too that Baelor, he doesn't have white hair. He doesn't really look like a Targaryen as far as most things are considered.
Yeah, and that's why people like kind of don't really see him as a true Targaryen because his mom's Dornish.
Right.
Because that's when they brought Dorne into the fold. Yeah.
They got him to join the Seven Realms.
Yep. Darren the Good was like, yo, if you're, I'll clap your cheeks.
But it's interesting because like the Targaryens, I mean, they do incest all the time. I mean,
yeah.
But I guess with Jon Snow, he didn't have white hair either. But I was going to say, it's like one of the first Targaryens we see who doesn't actually have white hair. Because, I mean, you go back to the House of the Dragon, they all have white hair other than, like, if, they get mixed in, yeah. But that's more of, like, a symbolic thing, that they're, like, bastards, so they get black hair type of thing. So I wonder if there's, like, any, like, deeper meaning behind it, or if, like, the author is just like, sometimes I'll give them white hair, sometimes I'll give them black.
I mean, yeah, George, it was just a big emphasis that, like, even when the Targaryens had the dragons, they just could not, squand up like Dorne. Like, Dorne was just always like a cockroach that stayed alive.
Which is crazy. Give me a series on Dorne and how they're just the gang.
Yeah.
Super cool. And, like, everybody who's come from Dorne, really, has just been an OG. Pedro Pascal.
Besides the sand pit, they were cringe.
Yeah, that was, like, OG story writing, though.
Yeah. Well, they're a lot more interesting in the books.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, that's like the show made them like a lot more.
I thought you meant like OG.
No, I meant like they took those characters from the Sandpit and turned them into their fanfic characters. Yeah. But as far as Dunk's, like, all his interactions, this episode was great. I thought the comedy was landing a lot more.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, bro, trust.
Sure,
it's got to have more context with the characters. But I just love, I mean, we also got to give props to the actor who plays Egg.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, my God. This guy, like, is just transformed into this. And I think he's, like, such a, like, little bro, but, like, mentally, like, just a bit more ahead of Dunk, just based on, like, his upbringing.
I like that he's able to show his, like, wisdom, but still act like a kid, too, at the same time.
Oh, my gosh. As a diehard Song of Ice and Fire fan, when he was like, stay back, you black fire bastard! I was like, oh, my goodness, he's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing. I mean, that rebellion was only, like, 10 or so years ago. Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
So.
But I was just like, oh, my God, that's so cool, because the Blackfire Rebellions are such an interesting part of Westeros, too.
Brendan Rivers, cameo.
Damon Blackfire, too?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Damon's, like, dead. I thought, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Because he's at the wall at this point in time, correct? Or
I mean,
I don't know when he goes missing or whatever.
I don't know.
But
the Blood Raven's a weird nut to crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, just going more so into depth, Egg being a wingman. It's just like, I'm just so ready to see these scenes, whether they're playing like tug of war before a festival, or, like Dunk is like trying to flirt with a girl. He's like, you're just tall enough for, and he's like, and then he's like, puppets.
Yeah.
He's like, puppets, of course. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, how charming is this? Like, I mean, I'd be so happy if we just got like 10 more seasons of this.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
I mean, yeah, I know that the Dunk actor said that he wants to keep on doing the show, like a season every couple of years, just the payout. No.
Yeah.
But I mean, watching the behind the scenes stuff, you really see that the actors for Dunk and Egg are super into their roles.
Yeah.
I mean, Egg has been doing a ton of like the marketing. It's really funny to like see him running around the sets and he's still bald and he's like, I just like being bald now.
Yeah.
So, but as far as what did you think of the end of the episode? Like when they go and see the first tourney matches, like those show nights, they were putting on a show.
Yeah. I mean, that dude like hitting like the
and like
this is
where, watching the horse coming, he hits the fucking GTA hijacking.
Like Dunk like figured out that there's levels to this shit.
Yeah,
and he was like, oh my god, like. The person that I trained me never won one of these. Like, he might be a fraud. Like the person, like
I don't even know. Well, in my opinion, I don't think he was ever thinking he was a fraud, because at the end of the episode, he kind of goes into it where he, like, at first when they're watching the tourneys and he's watching all these people get knocked down and he's like, well, this is the big leagues. At first I thought he was feeling scared, but then I'm feeling like maybe he was feeling angry, because at the end of the episode when it's just him and Egg at the bonfire, he's like, all these supposedly great lords, they don't even remember Sir Arland's name or whatever, and he's like, but his name was, Sir Arland of Pennytree, and he raised me to be just and honorable.
Yeah.
And on the morrow they'll see what his hand is wrought. So he's like talking shit for Sir Arland.
Well, I understand that, but I think he's using that he never won this. Like when I say like he's a fraud in his mind, I think he's just kind of using fear. And then at the end of it, he's like, I have to like win this for his legacy, because he never won one of these. Like it's just overcoming the fear.
Yeah.
Of, like I need to show out because I'm this dude's legacy now.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's like, to Duncan, it's not important that Sir Arland ever won a tournament. But now that he's dead and Dunk is his legacy, he wants to now show how cool and how much of a good knight Sir Arland was by, like, winning a tournament now, to be like,
I agree.
I'm his legacy in this, like, just because none of you guys remember him, he is still a great knight, and I'm going to prove it through winning this.
No, I agree. I just think that how we both think they got there, he got there is just a little bit different.
Yeah. Like, but I love that. I do love that scene at the very end.
Hyped.
Yeah, when he's like
the tourney tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
And he, do great knights live out of the hedge and piss out of a bush or whatever. I'm like, oh dude. Man, because at first I thought he was gonna start dissing Sir Arland, but then he was like, he's the most honorable man I ever knew, and these fuckers can't even remember him.
It's true.
So yeah, when he was like, on the morrow, I'm gonna show him what I'm all about, I was like, yes,
dude.
I want him to like dethrone some people, knock them down, like do whatever he's got to do, show up and show out. So
does he know? Yeah,
I do not. Bro just gets absolutely obliterated next episode. I'm like,
yeah, I was just gaslighting it. This is only a 4 episodes.
I think like this whole season, then it's only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
so is that all at the tourney?
I'm not far enough in the audiobook to say.
Bro's gonna finish the show before he finishes the audiobook.
I just might, honestly.
2-hour audiobook, by the way.
Hey, how far are you into it?
I haven't started it. But,
crazy.
I could probably finish this book before you finish the audio.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But, I mean, I keep seeing people reference Summerhall in the comments to all these videos. And so, like, I don't know too much about what happens to Duncan Egg at the end. So I'm, like, so curious about Summerhall now.
So brutal.
Like, I know it's probably years down the line via the show. So I'm going to have to, like, look into it myself. But, no, I can't wait. And I'm like, I want to get into it more. But, the thing, too, is with the novellas, if they do big time skips between the novellas, I wonder if they're going to have to wait to do those time skips between the seasons of the show.
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, are you
like, I haven't read the novellas, but if there's like a 5-year time skip between like novella 1 and novella 2, if they're like, we got to wait a couple years for Egg to age up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fair. I mean, HBO is not afraid to recast with these types of shows, though.
Yeah.
I mean, even you look at someone who killed old or like younger Rhaenyra and Millie Alcock, like as good as she was, like they were like.
Yeah, I mean they were doing those transitions mid-season. I mean it's a little different.
I feel like that's more of a jump to do it in season though.
But it's like. But if you, like, end the season, you don't have to do, like, replace the actors between, like, I don't know. Like, they definitely still might. I just think it made more sense for them to do it for House of the Dragon because the story takes place through so many years in the first season itself.
I agree. I'm just saying that they're not afraid to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like, I don't think they did any, like, character changes for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they did.
Who did they recast?
Dario Naharis, the Mountain 4 times.
They recast the Mountain?
Yeah, like 4 times. Jamie, can we pull that up?
Yeah, Jamie, can you pull that up? I don't know. I thought it was always that same guy.
No.
You sure?
Promise you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody fact check this guy.
Yeah, Dario Naharis.
I don't even know who that is.
Beric Dondarrion.
I don't know who that is.
Alright, bro.
Bro's just naming side characters that don't matter. It's not the same. Talking about like they never recasted any of the main cast. I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. Those could be like the fucking glorb shitto of the fucking Game of Thrones universe that I'm just ignorant on. But those, like, I have not heard them. Jamie, what do we got?
The Mountain was recast twice.
Oh,
So there's 3 actors.
4 times, this guy said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie.
A lot better than 0, though.
Yeah, season 1.
I didn't say it was 0.
And then season 4.
I just said I didn't think he got recast.
He would never recast it. No.
I never said
that. We are way off into a tangent. I think moral of the story is we both love where the Night of the Seven Kingdoms is going. Whether you know the main plot points and whether you don't, the mystery is very much alive.
Yep. And if this video hits 100K likes, Cole is gonna shave his head to do the egg at cosplay. So let's get that. Let's get the likes boosted. Share this with your friends. Share it with your family. And I'll do a Sir Island review. Nah.